Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. The purpose of these videos is to share helpful information that took me many years to find out that would have been really helpful during my formative years. If I would have known this, it would have saved me a lot of time, a lot of trouble, a lot of heartache, a lot of trials and tribulation. I'm sharing this in hopes that it saves you that time, that trouble, that heartache by sharing some life-changing information. It was for me. This was life-changing information for me. This is my experience. I hope you get some value out of this. The concept of self-worth or self-esteem is really important if you want to have a happy and good, successful life, because it pretty much determines the course of your life. When I was a young man after high school, I joined the real world. I was lonely. On top of it, I was a single dad. I was basically unprepared for real life. This was one of the hardest times of my life because I felt worthless and inadequate. Things got better when I learned my self-worth. What I learned was that my self-worth is made up of three things: my values, my actions, and accomplishments. My values are ideas about behavior that we believe are right. One of the most consequential and powerful things I ever did to improve my life was sit down to think about what my values were. I determined my values are integrity, faith, respect, hard work, accountability, gratitude, responsibility, courage, selflessness, and loyalty. Integrity and faith are chief among my values. I base my self-worth on my integrity. Integrity is doing what's right is one of the few things that no one can ever take away from you. The only way to lose it is for me to give it away. My actions, in other words, what I do, is what makes my values a reality. These are the things that actually improve my life. The values are the ideas, the actions are what you do to put those ideas into motion and make the improvements concrete in your life. Without action, my values are just words. For example, say I go to a store and buy a candy bar that costs $1. I give the cashier a $5 and he gives me back $9 because he thinks I gave him $10. Integrity is telling the cashier he gave me back too much change. In this example, if I keep the extra change, I just sold out my integrity for $5 and lowered my self-worth. In the back of your head, you know you're dishonest, you don't like yourself. That's what self-worth is liking yourself because you're good. If you cheat, if you steal, if you lie, we don't like those things in others, so we don't like them in ourselves. So if you're doing them in the back of your head, you don't like yourself. You can tell yourself on the surface that you like yourself. Really, in our subconscious, if we do those things, we don't like ourselves, and that lowers our self-worth in our subconscious state. Once I understood the value of integrity, I determined I would not sell out my integrity for any amount of money. Integrity makes me feel good about myself. In today's world, integrity is rare, it's uncommon. The right people will value you more because it's so uncommon. People basically understand that you make the world a better place. You offer them a better future because you have that integrity. Whether it's at work or whether it's in relationships, people want to be with you because you have that integrity. On the flip side, the wrong people will disapprove of your values and actions, try to basically talk down about your actions or about your values. Once I turned my values into action, they produced accomplishments: integrity, faith, respect, hard work, accountability, gratitude, responsibility, courage, and loyalty. Helped me to accomplish a successful parenthood. I mentioned earlier that I was a single dad and I had a son. He, through the grace of God and through understanding of these values, he graduated college at 22, became a homeowner, got married, is on the cusp of becoming a GM. He leads a team of 150 associates. He's in a leadership role. And I attribute the success as a parent to understanding how important values are. In addition to being a successful parent, these values led to a successful marriage, home ownership, an 850 credit score. I don't say these things to boast, rather to illustrate the power of values in your life. I basically went from a cholo knucklehead in Santana. Cholo is like a thug. Santana is a rough town, has a lot of really bad areas. I grew up hard. I basically went from a knucklehead in a rough spot to a man that I'm proud to be, that my son could look up to, could be proud of, and use as a role model. Lastly, why it's so important to know your values is because they help you to find and keep good relationships with others. When the values and goals are known and are aligned in relationships, whether those relationships are romantic, friendships, working relationships, or familiar relationships, those relationships are peaceful, fulfilling, and prosperous. The opposite is true when those values and goals are not known or are not aligned. Those relationships produce hardship and failure. Another reason to understand the importance of values is that once you know your self-worth, you will not believe others' definition of you. For example, say you're dating a girl and she says, "You're cheap, you're insecure, you're this, you're that." You can point to your values, your actions, and your accomplishments and say, "No, you're wrong. I'm not those things. This is what I am, because this is what I do. This is what I've accomplished." Knowing your value, knowing that it's made up of those three things, your values, your actions, and your accomplishments, lets you concretely tell people who you are, what you're made of. Guys, that pretty much wraps it up for me. Just in summary, my advice is if you don't have those accomplishments yet, if you're young, just starting out, don't worry about that too much. I don't think a lot of us have many accomplishments as young men. My advice is focus on those accomplishments you do have, build on those, know your values, act those values out through your daily lives. Those accomplishments will follow. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you find value in this content, please like and subscribe. God bless you. I'll see you next time.